Good morning. This is David at Grow and Eat This. It's June, I think 22nd. I'm in Lawrenceville, Georgia, so it's time to see how your garden's doing comparing to mine if you're in the South. My garden this year has been unbelievable. I hope yours has too. So let's take a look and see how it's looking. We've got rain coming tonight. Temperatures have been pretty hot. Hard to do much. Mostly just the weeds grow. So let's see how we got things coming here. We're going to start over here on the side, which is, if I can get this, who knows where this came from, sunflower seed. And we've got 4 tubs here that the bugs haven't totally wiped out yet. There's a nice butternut squash coming along. There are some Dialectica squash. I believe I got the seeds from Haas Seeds. I've had the best luck with Haas Seeds I've had with any seeds anywhere. Look at these squash growing here. This thing, bigger than my hand. Oh, it just looks fabulous. I don't know what's growing out of those 2 in the back, because without walking around through the neighbors, I can't get to them. They're going to be spaghetti squash, I believe. Let's look over here. Check out these peppers. Boy. This pepper here is as big as my hand. That one there is too. And what are these, black-eyed Susans? Whatever. Oh, look at this. Here's a Haas's banana peppers. Do you believe how many peppers there are right there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's another bundle over here. I gotta get some steaks on these things. Look at all the peppers. That's insane. Here's another plant. Look at all the peppers. I didn't have much in the way of banana peppers last year at all. Then I've got this guy here. There's peppers, 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 more peppers. Well, I hope I got a tag on this pepper. Let's see what this thing is. This is a red night pepper. So they're going to turn red. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, I got to get some staking on this one. Oh man, so it doesn't break. Oh, it's just beautiful. Got to get it staked. Now let's go. Oh, I guess that's a spaghetti squash. What do you think? Wow. Man, look how many more are coming in here. Okay. Get some BT on these guys. So, this is kind of my little leftover fill-in area. When the garden fills up, I come over here and shove things in. It's all grow bags and swimming pools. Here's my big containers here that I had regular potatoes in, or cabbages, one or the other. Looks like it was potatoes since I got some potatoes starting to grow. Got to get the tomatoes growing out of here. These are sweet potatoes. I have grown sweet potatoes here for many, many years. They've always done really well. They get full sun and life is good for them. Over here is kind of an overflow of things that supposedly were going to get planted a long time ago. Look at the size of that rosemary back there. This is I can never think of the low kiwi. This is a kiwi here. Look at that kiwi, is like off to the races. Then there's some pretty flowers over here that came back from another year, and I don't know what these are. Oh, wow! I don't know. I didn't even know Chris does these things. I don't do them. This area over here. Wow! Look how many more flowers are coming. Those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. So, nice stuff here. Hope it gets in the ground soon. Wow! I certainly need to get my lemongrass in the ground. Green stalks are, they really need me to get in there and work for them, give them some help. This peach tree has decided to become the world's biggest peach tree, both in thickness and whatnot, and it gave me absolutely 0 peaches. 0. For like the 5th year in a row. Here's my little coleus. These were all overwintered. But I'll tell you something that you want to grow. African blue basil. Look at the size of this. This was a plant that I nurtured over inside all winter. But look how many bees. It is bee heaven. Here's some more coleus. These were overwintered. I'll tell you something. If you ever get elephant ears, don't. The tiniest microscopic piece of an elephant ear makes this. So now we come over here, and I'm never very good at getting the weeding done. It's hopeless. A couple of huge banana peppers. I didn't realize I planted this many banana peppers. Here's some more banana peppers. No, that's a congat. It's one of those Asian really long kind of peppers. They're getting longer than they are getting fat. Need to be fattening up. There's some more nice peppers. Over here is my musical pole beans. Now, musical pole beans will grow to the top of the trellis and head back down to the ground. They give you pole beans that look like that. And you see, it's still just now thinking about filling out, and it won't have any strings. Here's a great size to pick. We have picked these already 4 or 5 times, and we gotta get out here and pick them again today. You always get at least 2 in a cluster, sometimes 3 or 4. As you can see, they're just awesome. And then there's only about 6 plants here, and we have picked 3 or 4 times, and there's probably 3 pounds in the refrigerator waiting for us to cut up and process. Then we come down here to where the tomatoes are. Mostly I got small tomatoes in here because I want to make sauce. Of course, here's a guy that got in here. Don't know where he came from. Now, people think you got to do Roma tomatoes for sauce. It's not true. We like to use these little tiny tomatoes. The little yellow sun golds and the little red cherries and hundreds and whatever. They make a fabulous sauce. Don't skin them. Just take the green tops off, pop them in, and you're off to the races there. Ooh, look at that. There's a nice big red one in there. Oh boy. We call those like salad tomatoes. You cut them in quarters and put them in a salad. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Then here we have some squash, zucchini. Wow, that zucchini's got to get picked today. Chris is going to come out and pick. That's why I'm out here now doing this, so I could show you some of the stuff growing. There's a carrot. We've been picking carrots out of here. What else we got in here? Let's see. Ooh, there's another nice zucchini. I think there's one on the other side too, but I don't know if I can get to it through the bushes. Then we keep on coming down and we move into where I've got more tomatoes. I really started more tomatoes than I knew what to do with, and they ended up all being down here in like the overflow tomato place. And these guys don't get as much sun as I wish they got. So the plants are not as healthy looking, but boy, they give you some great tomato harvest. Then we continue on down here to the bottom, and you'll see this is where we have the blackberries. I've picked a lot of blackberries, but look how many more are coming. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. And these blackberries are like the biggest blackberries. how big that blackberry is. These blackberries are huge and sweet and delicious. And as soon as I get up enough, a little bit more, pick some more, Chris is going to make a barbecue sauce out of them. You know the old, whatever it is, ketchup and grape jelly or whatever? We're going to use blackberries. And now that we're here at the bottom, look at these flowers. Are they beautiful? I have no idea where they came from. They just showed up. And then the inevitable, where I throw the elephant ears, I just throw them here in the back, and they're just going to make me a wall all the way across. Over there is the big brush pile that in the past the foxes have made their nest in that brush pile. There's a couple of tunnels into it. I keep putting like this fresh big branches on top. And we've got 2 baby foxes now running around. They're fun to watch. So here's some more blackberries. Now we're going to come over here, start working our way back uphill. Oh, there's the raspberry patch. There's some more raspberries. And this is the passion vine, passion fruit. And this all survived over the winter. It never fully lost its leaves. But look how many flowers it's got on it. Isn't that not incredible? So many flowers. And then over here, I bought another one and planted it here. I wanted ones with the big leaves, and it looks like it's another small leaf one. The caterpillars like the big leaf ones the best. Then we work our way over, and amazingly, there's nothing in this bed. There's some tomatoes, some peppers. Boy, disaster has struck here. Hey, listen, folks, if anybody knows what this is, we've had tons of rain, so it's not rain. Is that the culprit, that little guy there? Man, I don't like this. Wow, I don't usually get any diseases on my peppers. And these are bad. Wow. If anybody knows what this is, please put it down in the comments. Because if I get it on these 2, it'll spread, and I need to know what it is, and I have no clue. I have never seen that on a pepper. They're not getting too much sun. The temperatures are not too hot. And we've had lots of rain. But there's lots of drainage in this container. So that lets that out. Now I move up in, and hard to believe, more tomatoes. Look how many flowers are on these tomatoes. Wow, so many flowers. And if you look down in there, the number of tomato clusters down in there is just insane. So many tomatoes. So many tomatoes. And we've got some more peppers. These all look pretty good. A little yellowy on that one, but more peppers with big peppers on them. Here's some chocolate mint, chocolate peppermint. These some pretty flowers, and this is Chris's lemon cucumbers. Some more pretty flowers. More cucumbers, as you can see. Cucumbers everywhere you look. And here is some more flowers and some eggplant. See how the eggplants are doing. There's one. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of eggplants over here. we had some kind of critter. I think it was probably something small. We don't have any rabbits. I don't know if it'd be a possum or chipmunks, but it was eating the plants and eating the fruit. So we put this netting around it. That seems to have knocked them back. So now we can come over. Oh, I should show you the blueberries. These are some young blueberries. And wrapped up in here is my 2 big blueberries. I've done a terrible job picking. I picked, I don't know, almost a gallon. And it was so hot I just kind of lost interest, and I'm not seeing many blueberries left, so they may have all fallen off. Nope, nope, nope. You can see them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we still got blueberries, so I guess picking blueberries is on my list. Now we come over here. Why do the weeds grow 3 times faster than anything else? This is ginger. This is ginger. Ginger with weeds. Then you come up here and we got turmeric. Another one of turmeric. We use a lot of ginger. I really need to get some more ginger planted. Let's see. We looked up here through all the tomatoes. So we need to go over here. This may seem like I have a big garden, but I don't. It's a tiny thing. These are horseradish. Some of the best horseradish vines I've had in years. These are the beets. Boy, the beets are definitely ready to pick. Wow, look at the size of that beet. Sometimes I grow beets, sometimes I don't. This year it looks like they're working. I'll leave that hanging out so I can see it. Here's the horseradish. As if we don't have enough, here's some more tomatoes. Ripening by the bazillion. The little guys. I don't know if that's Thai basil or African blue basil. African blue basil, another one. The borers got the squash that were here. I've still got one plant hanging in, and there's down here a ways there's still a couple of patty pans. Then this is a gigantuan 4-foot by 8-foot bed of sweet potatoes. And I've still got some plants. As you can see, I'm still planting sweet potatoes. If you look at it, it's the middle of June. Sweet potatoes need 90 days to 100 days. So you do middle of June to middle of July, middle of August, middle of September. September here in Georgia is hot. These guys will make it. We usually don't get our first cooling periods till October. So you could plant sweet potatoes now and still expect to get a harvest. Now, these are one of the varieties of Haas's bush beans. I have never had bush beans this productive. We have picked so many beans out of here. And we got another small pick in here coming. And they're just about done. And I don't know with the heat coming. See all the beans? I don't know with the heat coming if I want to try squeezing in another crop before it gets too hot, or wait till it chills down some. So if you're in Georgia, and do you plant more bush beans in the middle of the June, hoping that you get them there by end of July? I don't know. I do not know. There's some more squashes. I had to take the covers off. I had them covered because we were starting to get female blossoms. So butternuts, I think. We saw those. We'll cross over. Nobody in this bed. Wow, I've actually got a couple of empty. I just pulled the onions out of this bed yesterday. And this is the peppers that you looked at before. And here we have some more peppers. We used a lot of peppers. And for me, a poblano is a hot pepper. So these are all bell peppers, the long Asian ones like you buy in the pickled in jars. Oh, I love those Eastern European peppers. And then where we have the musical beans behind me, here's a much newer planting. And they're not even starting to flower yet. So we'll be getting a fresh batch of beans. And then these tomatoes here are going ballistic. I have to keep cutting them back because I got peppers under here that are getting buried. Getting buried in these plants. And I want the peppers. Here's 4 basils. Not like I don't have a little, and of course we always have the elephant ears. They're everywhere. The tiniest little piece out of the compost. But you can never have too much basil, too many tomatoes, or too many peppers, or too many beans. I don't do okra because I don't like okra. I don't do butter beans or those kind of things because we just don't shell things. We get so much. Look at all these beans in here. Look at the beans. Just awesome. Just awesome. So, without going up to the front yard where there's some more things planted, but that's mostly flowers. This is the garden here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. We're zone 7B, 8A. We're like right on the line. Weather has been totally erratic, and as you can tell by the garden, it's been fantastic for the garden. So let me know how you're doing, and please some help on those whatever that is with the peppers. Boy, that's scary. I don't know if I should pull them or treat them or fertilize. I don't know what to do with them. So give me some help. So this is David at Grow and Eat This. Please subscribe. I'll do some more updates in a week or so. Thank you for watching.